Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from cold Capitan, New Mexico. It's 32 degrees, 32 top up degrees, and I have to tell you that, not a good day to go walking, right? Yeah, it snowed and sleeted, not a whole lot, but just a little bit, a wee bit, just enough to kind of get the tops of the buildings white and stuff. Yeah, but it's pretty neat. So we're going to take a little drive around. I got to run a few errands, so we'll do that, and but I'll do this little, I'll go the long way. So here we go, the long way. But having said that, it is cold, 32 in Capitan, and I'm not going to go outside walking today. But I tell you, the reason comment call was late this morning was there was no cell signal from the tower. None. I restarted my phone a couple of times, nothing. And then I drove down to the library thinking, well, I'll use their Wi-Fi. Well, it's on, but it's not connected to the internet. So then I went over to Smokey's grocery store thinking, well, okay, I'll go over there and see if they have any, and then go to Mama Bear's RV park. But when I got to the store, here came the signal from Visible or Verizon Tower, and we were good to go. But yeah, it's a beautiful day for me here, a guy from Central Texas, to see the snowfall, even though it's all melted all away now and stuff. But it's still got that snowy look, you know, that hazy gray sky. But having said that, what can I touch on this morning? Well, let's see. I've been asked by a few people what it costs to have a home base, and you know, the basic costs or whatever your living expenses are. You know, as far as the cost, I'll just focus on the cost of having the lot itself. Okay, you know, the water, septic, electric, and trash is here in Capitan is $74 a month. Electricity to have it available is $30 a month, plus whatever you use on top of that, which for me will be about $20. So we're looking at $120 there, roughly. That's for just utilities, though, guys. That's not for the cost of the land. You know, that's for the full hookup stuff. And then what else? Taxes here are very cheap, less than $100 a year for the lot. And what else do I have to pay? That's it. That's it, guys. There's nothing else. Nothing else, guys. But so it's kind of foggy. This video won't be very bright for sure. But I'm going to take this little drive right here. This is called Tiger Drive. This is the high school team is called the Tigers. Okay. But anyway, that's the cost on the home base. And then how much do you pay for? Everybody's asked how much I paid for my lot, so forth. So it doesn't matter how much I paid, guys. It really doesn't. That's not even a good indicator, because you could go 2 blocks over and find one for half the price or 3 times the price. It just depends on the owner, the location. So, you know, it might be a semi-guide, but, you know, there's some people that have actually bought lots at auctions here for $600. I mean, they're not your dream location, and that's the problem. And they're odd shaped, which can be another problem, but you can get big deals if you want to. So anyway, what else can I tell you? That's kind of the cost. But as far as buying a lot on your own, you know, I know a lot of you ask me how to do it, what do you do, and all that stuff, and we've touched on that several times, and I'll just briefly give it to you again quickly. It is this. You know, drive around an area that you want to be. First, find an area that you want to live. Okay, that's step one. Once you've gotten over that hurdle, then start looking around at lots. If they're vacant, then get the address on each side, but if you can, so it makes it easier for the appraisal district to locate it. And then just go there and have them find out who owns it and get their address, mail them a letter. I don't think they'll give you the phone number, but you know, they will. They're cooperative. I've never had an appraisal district that was uncooperative, so to speak. And yeah, and then you just try to contact the owner and ask them if they want to sell it. If they say yes, then you start going, and that's that. And then some other people have asked. Here's one that I'll answer in this video too. We'll get 2 for 1 here. Some people ask, you know, what is my daily diet? Now, of course, guys, that's kind of like buying a city lot. It different strokes for different folks. But I will tell you what my daily routine pretty much is. It varies a little because I do eat out about once or twice, 3 times a month, maybe. And yeah, that's kind of my style. But having said that, here it goes. Okay, wake up in the morning. Let's start with AM. For breakfast, what I do is I boil a pot of water for my tea, but I add extra water because I have frozen blueberries in the freezer. And what I do is I put about probably a little less than a half a cup of the blueberries in the bottom of a cereal bowl, a big one. And then I put on top of that, I put some either oatmeal if I have it, or granola stuff if I can't find oatmeal. Put about maybe, I don't know, half a cup or less on top of the blueberries. And then I add a teaspoon or tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and then I add a teaspoon of chia seeds, and I think that's it. And then I pour the boiling water over all of that, stir it around, and let it soak while I do comment call, which is about 20 minutes. And that allows the chia seeds to soak up all the water so that they don't soak up all the water in your intestine, okay? Because they will do that. They will constipate your little hiney. So even though they're high in fiber, they'll soak up the water in your. But anyway, enough said. I soak mine in the hot water while I'm doing comment call. Then I add about a half a cup of yogurt, no sugar or low sugar if I can find it. And what else? One banana. And then I stir that all up, and that is breakfast. Okay, that's step one. Step two, mid-morning or after I do my walking, I get back around 9:30 or so maybe. Then I mix up 4 dark chocolate almonds and some mixed nuts, which are mixed nuts. You got pecans, I don't know what all's in there, almonds, pistachios, the normal nut mix, and that's a snack. And I'll have that with some green tea. And this morning, actually, I'm having some coffee because it's a cold day, and every now and then I get the urge to have a cup of coffee. So that's the lunchtime, or that's the mid-morning, that's a snack. And it's good for you, in my opinion. Then what do I do? Well, let's see, for lunch is usually pretty simple stuff. It can consist of a sandwich, which is a normal sandwich, ham. I don't eat much beef at all. What else are, it varies. Let me think. Let's see. Or else I'll have a soup if I've got some soup. And also I eat pinto beans. I make a pot of beans maybe 3 times a month. And a pot of beans for me is a half a pound of pinto beans. And I do those in the what do you call it? The something pot. It's a pressure cooker. The instant pot. And half a pound of beans makes enough beans for me for 4 days or so, and then that's about all you can keep beans in the refrigerator. I don't like to freeze them. I know you probably can, but I don't. And what else? That's lunch. That just about covers it. Just light stuff for lunch. Soup, sandwich, and that's about it. And then in the afternoons, do I snack? Rarely in the afternoons, but if I do get a little hunger pain, I'll just take a tablespoonful of yogurt, and that's that. Yogurt's actually good for the lining of your intestine. If you have like heartburn or something like that, it works better than antacid, at least does for me. I don't like to do any types of medication at all because they're all crap. They do a lot of things other than give you relief from the symptoms that they're supposed to. They do a lot of other stuff. But having said that, what else? And then for the evening meal, I eat chips and dip, but it's stuff that I've made. And I'll make me I'll take some refried beans, and I don't know why they call them refried. They're just smashed beans is all they are. And I'll get some of those that are low sodium or no sodium, or else I'll smash up the ones I've got that I made, and mix in some avocado, and what else? Maybe a little hot sauce if I have it, and make it kind of dip stuff, and maybe melt some cheese in it, stir it around, melt some cheese in it. It just depends, it just depends on how I feel or how hungry I am, which normally I'm not very hungry in the evening. And then I have that snack. I also use corn tortillas. I'll spread that on a corn tortilla and roll it up and snack on that and have chips with it or something. And then sometimes if I have some leftover pizza, I'll have one slice of pizza. And also, for some reason, I've gotten in the habit of having popcorn with my pizza. I know that sounds nutty. I like that, nutty. But anyway, But I do. And every now and then I'll just have some popcorn with some Tabasco sauce. You'll just sprinkle a little Tabasco sauce on it and shake it around and put some more, because the Tabasco sauce has, it's got vinegar and salt and stuff. Well, sodium, which is basically salt, and that gives it a unique little flavor. And so yeah, that's the evening meal, and of course with red wine, my Cabernet red wine, and that's it. That's it. And that's every day. Do I go out and eat? Every now and then I don't go out and eat, but I will get some eggs, and but I usually don't have them for breakfast. I'll have them for lunch. And as far as bacon, eggs, and all that, I don't do that at all. Unless I made a bacon and egg sandwich. But bacon's too hard to fool with. It's messy as crap. I don't have a microwave, and I don't intend to get one. But I don't need what's in bacon. I mean, it's just fat. But bacon, I guess, is probably good for you if you just don't eat too much of it. And same way with eggs. If you just eat, an egg a day or whatever, I don't see any problem with that at all. All that crap about cholesterol is, who knows. But yeah, that's it. Just keep it simple. And the best thing is don't eat much. A few light meals during the day, much better than one or two great big gorging meals. I just keep it simple, and you can see that in this video that I do. So having said that, what else can I tell you about the city of Capitan? I'll tell you one thing I learned this morning. After this little slushy mix of sleet and snow, the section of my driveway where they put the water line, they covered it with just mud, but it's mud now. And you walk around and you think, boy, I'm getting taller, but it's just the mud accumulating on the bottom of your shoes. You went outside, you were 6 foot tall, and you came back in and you were 7'8", and so you have to be aware of that. Yeah, so I'll have to put something there, but am I in a hurry on that? No. It's rare that they get this, and then if the sun came out this afternoon, it'd be dry in a couple of hours. But anyway, I'm just winding my way back to my home base. Now, I've already got done what I wanted to get done, I guess. So, but yeah, guys, it's good. Yeah, whenever the comment call is late, I start them up every day at the same time. And if they're late, it's either a YouTube issue, Verizon or Visible issue or something, because they're there. This one I started up this morning at 7:15, and under normal conditions, it would have been up by 8 a.m. Unfortunately, due to a glitch in the system at Verizon. I don't know what happened. Maybe they were doing a revision or something at the tower. Don't know. But yeah, but it got it done. The main thing is to get it done. Just get the dang thing up and let's go. Move on. And then this will be the video that I'll post at lunchtime today, just driving around and talking to you guys. And then if the sun comes out and it warms up, when it's a warm day, nice day, I'll sit out on the patio and we'll do a beer 30 and have a little talk about the meaning of life, which we already know, which is what? The meaning of life is that it gives you something to do. You got me? That is life. Without life, there's no meaning. Pretty simple, huh? I'm comfortable with that. So now I'm going to glitch around here in my mud pit. It's just muddy in that one place where the grass is scraped off. In fact, if I hadn't had to have that line put in, the new water line, I wouldn't have a mud issue at all. But I'm going to start trying to find me a little better place to park. But the reason I like to park like right here is because part of that fence is missing on the right hand side, and so I don't have privacy right there. But I will have soon, because I may go over to Ruidoso when the weather's a little nicer and get me some boards. And I can fix that myself, because I can remove some boards from a section of the fence. See, like right in front of me right here, see right up here, that's the guy's fence on the other side. It's a new fence, so I'll just take some of those boards and use them over here where it's where it hasn't been, where the boards have fallen down. But anyway, guys, having said that, from Capitan, New Mexico, I know you got a great view of the fence. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? You know why. It doesn't cost you a penny. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day, won't hurt you. Stretch, walk, keep your health. That's the main thing. Stand guard at the door of your mind, take deep breaths, you know, you know the drill. You know, just basically keep your health is all. You know, how do you do it? However it works for you. And what I eat doesn't matter a damn, okay? You know, you do what you got to do, and I do what I do. You know, always remember that, guys. It's your life. It's not my life. Or our life. It's your life. You know what I mean? You got to do what you do, and then I do what I do. Because I know a lot of people ask me, why do you do this? Why do you do that? Well, I do it because that's the way I do things. Is it the correct way? Probably not. But it's my way. You know what I mean? And that means a lot to me. So now that I've got my shoes all muddy and go track around in my house. So having said that, guys, at ease, carry on, adios, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, you know, stand guard at the door of your mind, all that stuff. Because, yeah, it's a beautiful day. I mean, you realize that it's already April the 13th, you know? Yeah, but the good news here in Capitan is that the weather forecast shows that after, like, tomorrow and the next day, then this thing, it's going to start getting up into the 70s and where I thought it was, you know, 70s and 40s, mid 40s, which is nice. But anyway, having said that, adios amigos, bye-bye.